Good morning, good morning. Ooh, turn my phone off. Good morning. Uh-oh, why am I gluing on? There we go. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you doing? I don't know why I'm talking low. There's nobody here. Ah, hubby might be still here. Good morning. How are you? Come on in, everybody. I'm Jeanette with Our Backroom Creations, and if you were up last evening, I was here too. Oh, wipe the sleepy eyes. Oh, stretch. Do some more stretches. Thank goodness I don't have to work this morning. Well, till later. I have to go in at 11. Yuck. But I hope everybody's waking up. Get your coffee or your favorite beverage for the morning. Mine is Coke Zero. I'm not a coffee drinker. Never have been. I've tried the coffee time for you, Cheryl. Yeah, I've never done the coffee thing. I've tried the lattes and frappes and all that stuff, but I just can't get into it. So this morning, my Lowe's, I work at Lowe's, and I was walking out one day, and I saw the blanks. So they clearanced off a lot of the blanks. So I bought like 12 of these for like, I don't know, less than $2 a piece. So I snatched them right up. I didn't take them all. You grew up on coffee. I mean, I grew up around coffee. I think when I was about 8 to 10, um, my grandma used to let me drink soda out of a coffee cup, and I accidentally grabbed hers, and yuck. So I think that's it. Grandma spoiled it. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you doing? Everybody up early this morning. My husband's like, "You're going to get up that early?" And I'm like, "Yep." Yay. I was actually up in my craft room a little bit after 6, and thank you for sprinkling, Jennifer. I have stuff everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I did a live last night, so I have greenery everywhere. We're going to do a little bit of greenery today. But I'm going to move you down so you can see what I'm doing. This isn't a planned out project. I have like different oh, I almost ended my live. Don't want to do that. Wrong button. There you go. So now you can see what I'm doing. If you're watching me on your phone, you could tilt me on your side. It might be a little bit better picture for you since I use webcams instead of my phone. So this is a 12 by 12 this way and a 10 and a half this way. The only difference would be is that your rope would be stapled to, this is considered the back side. Trying to think. Yeah, we're going to leave it that way this morning. We're not going to upset the apple basket or the Christmas bulb basket as we see. Everybody could, good morning, Tony. How are you? Let me know where you're watching from. And I see some viewers that haven't said good morning. You have this board? I bought it at Lowe's. I bought like 12. So I need to pick out some Christmas paper. I was cutting up some tags this morning as well. We'll need that in a minute. I was going to make, so they have tags in a lot of the scrapbooking things, packets, and I was going to cut them up and decoupage them on little pieces of wood, real thin, and put magnets on the back. And I thought, oh, that would be so cute. That'd just be a little trinket. I have a craft show here in about a week and a half. So that would be something from the 5 quarter store. And we will use those. Upstate South Carolina here in 57 this morning. You know, I didn't know how chilly is it here this morning. Oh, there I am. Huh. It is. My phone's still in Longview, Texas. Oh, you're in South Louisiana, Cheryl? I didn't know that. Oh, here we go. It had to update. Listen, I've been home from Texas since Monday afternoon. It is 60 degrees here, and it's supposed to be 79. That's a little warmer for us. But it's supposed to, it's supposed to rain later. It's supposed to rain on Friday. Oh, Saturday, Sunday. My husband says it's supposed to be rainy on Saturday and Sunday, but because we need to do some work outside. Is it raining there, Jennifer? I used to live in Michigan. Oh, but it's 39 degrees. Oh, Lord. Better get out the long socks. So I'm just looking for a piece of scrapbook paper. This is kind of rough. Oh, we could do 2 pieces. And I had this napkin out, but I think it is too small for this. And so I printed this off to use with copy paper and see how shaky my hand could be this morning with my Posca markers. So maybe we should use something light and airy. Is that possible? I love these ones that are two-sided. They're really thick. Listen, do you ever tear up? Good morning, Heather. First time catching a live? Well, welcome. You'll be in the 70s to 80s over next week? I'm ready for some cool weather, guys. I went to Texas last week, and it was hot, y'all. It was hot. It was like 96, I think. I was between Dallas. I was in Longview, if you're familiar with that. Oh, these are kind of pretty. I don't want blue. That one actually, I think, came out of my Christmas. My books came apart. Listen, I have time to, normally I'm like, jump into it, get going. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. I'm going to set that out. That's nice and light. You prefer the two-sided? Mostly I do too, because like if you want to decoupage with it, well, that's a two-fold. If you decoupage with it, oh, that's cute. I want something that's going to show black marker really well. Listen, when I first started scrapbooking 15 years ago, oh, I must have bought that one. Look at that. I do family genealogy, and it's our family tree. So I think I'm going to stick with that one. It's got like Santa Claus. Whoop, almost took my substrate. Santa Claus boards. Or Santa Claus postcards, sorry. So I like the two-sided, but I don't like the two-sided. So this is like an exact fit. I want to see if I can. Just a little rough right there, but we're going to go for it. What's the worst going to happen? I flip it over and do the other side. And I did not get me a pad or a paper. So I excuse myself for hopping off. So these, God bless my mother-in-law. She's been gone over a year, and she was bedridden, so she had the pads. There, that's big enough. And she had a ton of them. So after she passed and we were going through things, my husband was like, hey, would you want these to like paint on or anything to protect your board? I'm like, oh, yeah. And she had a lot. So I've been slowly going through them. But if you want to buy them to do this, buy the puppy pads. They're a lot cheaper. My husband was looking at and they're the exact same thing. Exact same thing. So we're going to go ahead and decoupage this. If it doesn't work, I'll let you know that it doesn't work. Mistakes on a live. I just figure either we'll all get a good laugh or I'll show you what not to do. Right? Let's plug in the iron. We'll do the iron method. You use pup pads? Yeah. Protect your, I don't know, I've probably bought, in 3 years, I think I've bought 3 or 4 of my cutting pads because I do use them as a cutting surface. I thought about buying a glass top for my table here. Ooh, gosh, I almost thought that was going to fall. Here, just lay over. Ooh, that thing gets hot fast. So we'll go ahead and try the iron method on this. It's a little rough, but we're just going to go with it and wing it. I like to use the fuzzy side so the paint soaks up into it or whatever I'm using. Sometimes I use the other side if I have like glitter and whatnot, so it'll move around. I have so much glitter in the house again. Been sorting out my Christmas stuff. You're a messy crafter, so the pup pads keep everything tidy. That's right. See, y'all can't see what I see. I mean, normally I try to keep my room clean and maybe have a little pile here and there, but I've been sorting. I have my son's girlfriend. She likes to craft, so I've been giving her some stuff, and I have stuff for him to pick up here. Even my 34-year-old, 34? Yeah, he's 34. Son, bachelor. He's like, you got any stuff I can decorate with? I'm like, yeah, what do you want? He's like, well, I want kind of something for my door. So I gave him a little something. He's like, I got a storm door, Mom, so I can't put nothing poofy on there. So I gave him I think I gave him a pancake wreath. If you don't know what a pancake wreath, stick around. We'll probably do some. If you're first time here and you like my corny attitude, go ahead and follow me. I'd love to make new friends. Isn't that right, Tony? It's like you clean up your room, you're proud of it, and then you go make something and it's like hurricane glitter all over again. So I don't know. My problem is that I have too many things that I like to make, and so you have to have this stuff and this for that craft and that for that craft. We were going to downsize this year because we don't have any kids at home. I can't afford to downsize. So we're going to blow dry this real quick. It's plugged in. Yep. I have to get a new heat tool. It doesn't work on high because I broke something. I dropped it. There's this like little ceramic thing in there that's tossing around, and now it doesn't go on high. Yeah, it's still went on high for a while, but now it won't. So I done did something to it. Oh, thank you, Tony. I much appreciate it. I took over this room. I started out in a smaller bedroom, and then a year into doing lives, I figured out, I need a bigger room. And then, so I switched to this one. It's about a 12 by 15 bedroom. But then I've taken over my son's old room, which is bigger than this room. And I have totes in my grandchildren's room. They're like, Grandma, clean out the room. We want to come stay all night. Okay. Yay! Used to, I would just push them into this room. But now, my granddaughter, she likes to come up, Grandma, can we go craft? And she loves when I go live. She likes to say hi to everybody. My private girls call her Miss Giggles. Well, good morning, Linda Gorley. It's been a while since I've seen you, friend. Okay, with the iron method, you want to make sure that your decoupage glue is all dry. And as we heat it up, it will adhere. Good morning, Mary. How are you? So this is like almost the perfect fit. I might have to sand it just a tad. Maybe. Maybe. Listen, I had my air conditioner on. I was hot in here last night. I come up this morning and it's like, oh, it's chilly. Okay, so we're gonna, I need to move my my Cricut press. I have the big one. I could just press it all at once. That's actually in my husband's craft room. Yes, my husband. Well, he's the shipping department. He's the heat press department. I make sublimation signs. Good morning, Monica. How are you, girl? Everybody's up bright and early this morning. So I have one big crease right there, which I just want to make sure that I get the paper. I don't mind the line. That's not what bothers me. I just want to make sure that the paper adheres to everything. I want my paper to come up. Good morning, Joan. Got your coffee. Cheers. I have my Coke. That's the only thing I was concerned about putting decoupage on this board like this, is that it's a little bit uneven with the slats. I have to go to work at 11. Yay! Oops, excuse me. See, that one's came off the side a little bit. I don't care. It will be okay. Because we all know handmade is not perfect. Now, if you use a puppy pad, these will melt if you put your iron on it. Oh, I tried, Cheryl. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do coffee or tea or hot chocolate. That is my bad habit. That and ice cream. I gave up ice cream a while back. And then last night, my husband's like, I got to run to the store for some bread. I was still at work. He's like, do you need anything? I'm like, yes, I need some ice cream. You did a flag on a board like that. The slots were a struggle. Yeah. So I'm just making sure that it's all down. I was going to paint it the third time. See, it's not that easy, is it? I guess our Coke is kind of like smoking. I don't know. I've never smoked, so I don't know. A little bit of glue on there. So I think I got it down. So the biggest thing is you want to let it cool before you go. I'm going to leave that on just for a minute. Get on there. 10 years, Tony. I wish I could say that. So I got a little bit of a lip right here. We'll get our little gator tool out. Oh, there's my little glue sticks. Big thing is you kind of, oh, there, hubby's going to work. Want to make sure this isn't real hot, because as you sand, it will, if it's not glued down properly, or it's not, if it's still too hot, it'll heat it back up. I'm going to do this over the edge real quick. I know this is probably a horrible sound, and I apologize. so sorry, Tony. I have a friend that at the age of 35 had a double mastectomy. No insurance, no medical insurance. And they have 6 kids together. That was, gosh, 3 years ago. Good morning, Charlotte. How are you? I went to Buc-ee's again. I wore that one yesterday. I won't lie, I slept in this one. I'm sure, Cheryl. See y'all seeing me in my pajamas. You couldn't have been able to tell if I hadn't told you. Now, if you use a double-sided scrapbooking paper, even some of the single sizes, it will leave a little like white, like you can see the inside of the paper. Wada, wada, wada. I know, my friend Angela gripes at me, you don't drink enough water. And I'm like, eh. So I try. I drink more water at work than I do at home for some reason. I'm not sure why. All right. So here we go. We do have that crease right there, but I was more worried about it getting adhered to the board than I was not having that. Yes, Charlotte, I am using OBS so I can have the 2 cameras. So this is just a regular piece of paper. No, I am not going to stick this on top of my pretty paper. I need my husband sets everything up. Used to, I couldn't even set up my own live because there were so many different windows or programs to go into. Good morning, Milan. Good morning, Mary. So we'll use a piece of carbon paper. And we're just going to, 45 minutes goes really, really fast. That and I like to talk. So we're going to tape this down with some painter's tape. Make sure I got it. If it's not on there straight, it'll just be a little wonky. Good morning, sweet Tracy. How are you? Hope you are over your sickness. I was in Texas for a week, so I haven't done anything. I was at an event. So I'm just going to take a little stylus. I bought a set of those for like the dotting paints. Yeah. So then we're just going to trace over. I'm not like doing both sides of the line. I'm just doing like one. And then I'm going to use a Posca marker because, I could never do this with a paintbrush. Never, never, never. So is everybody done with fall yet? I was actually packing up my fall. I love this time of year, but then I hate it craft supplies wise because I have Happy Halloweenmas. So fall was getting packed up into totes. Last year I didn't label my totes and my husband yelled at me because I have a storage unit I keep everything in, and I try to keep all the seasons together. I do make wreaths, and I put them in clear bags, and then I hang them from a chain that my husband put in the storage unit. Oop, 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 oop. That'll be all right. Okay, so there's the Mary. Yeah. You've got fall packed up and ready to go to the storage unit. Yep. That's what I was doing this morning. I was actually up here about 6:15. So I thought I would just start packing it up. I like this little, all these little flourishes and stuff. Don't laugh at me if I stick my tongue out. My dad used to make so much fun of me. He's like, stick your tongue out a little bit further. Maybe you'll do better. But I get to concentrate and then I stick it out. I thought I could get by with an 8x5 unit. Oh, Charlotte, what were you thinking? I'll lie to you. I have two 10x20s. Yep, two 10x20s. One is for finished product, one is for supplies. And then it's got like all my stuff for a craft show, my grid, my pop-up camper, everything. You want to stick your tongue out too? Well, then I don't feel so bad, Deb. My mouth is dry this morning, so let's peel this up and see how I did. Oh my Lord, you guys are going to laugh. Look, I did the wrong side. Okay. So that was the practice run. Now here's the real one. It is early. Oh, Lord, help me. He better put his hand on my shoulder today because I can see it starting out to be a good one. So I don't want it to clear up top. Right? No, I did it again. So, yep, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna, if I could ever get my markings down on here. So I guess, okay, so non-shiny side. I haven't done the copy paper or the carbon paper thing for a while. But I could never paint this on. Like, y'all have you ever watched Terry Burton? She's a hostess. That lady is an amazing painter. Okay, so let's do this a little faster. Now I won't be able to tell where I've been because I won't be able to see my markings. Let's just make sure it's going. Oh, there we go. That's much better. My hand shakes when I'm trying to do any kind of intricacy in painting. The older I get, the worse it gets. Especially if I'm trying to do something where you can't rest the side of your hand on it. This is round 2. And then if you do it like this, you know, it's not a pen or anything. It's just like a little stylus. You can save this if you wanted to. I'll just have it saved to my computer along with a million other files because I make sublimation signs. So I have clip art galore. I already broke one. Well, I think it was just getting old. A hard drive. I bought a 2 terabyte. So So I'd have lots of room for all my clip art. Hope I don't mess up now since I'm going a little faster. Because my plan is to put some greenery at the top here. All right. You got a chinchilla. Voila. So now, and you don't have to use black. I just thought that it would be, oh, that's gold. Oops. My big black one must be downstairs. So then, because I have a chisel one, this one isn't a chisel, so we'll just have to adapt. And everybody says, Jeanette, can you paint? Yep, paint by line, paint by number. My husband has a laser that it doesn't cut, but it just engraves. And he'll engrave little boards with me, for me, and I'll just paint them. That I can do. If I have, like the lines or a stencil like this, I can. Shading is my nemesis. I was always so good at art in school. But, it's like those things, you lose it if you don't use it. That is so true. I used to love to draw the comics. We had this, I can remember I was in 8th grade. Ooh, that's a long time ago. And you can't paint either. No, but we could do other stuff. I started delving a little bit into the fake bakes. My husband's like, another craft. I'm like, oh, but it's so cute. So there's that little crease in the board there. Just be careful. One of the greatest inventions was paint markers. You're back. You weren't gone very long. I used to want a chinchilla. Do you have one or two? I thought, and maybe might be something else. I thought it was best to have two so they don't get lonely. I wanted my chisel one because that was, have the thicker lines around a curve, which I can do that by hand. I just don't like to. It takes more time. Actually, I'm going the opposite, Charlotte. I've started making attachments. So then you can come back and make the inside of your circles a little bit wider. And your letters. I'll mimic that tinsel. Oh Lord, I don't buy tinsel. The chisel look. I won't spend a whole lot of time. I can come back and do this. Okay. So here's what we got so far. Oh, that looks neat. Debbie, it is a Posca paint marker. Now, Joann's has their own brand, and I've only tried the black, and it seems to do okay. All right, we can turn this iron off before I burn myself. Because I could just see that happening and then trying to go to work. That would not be a happy thing. So I want to put some greenery along the top. So I have, you're quite welcome, hon. I like to buy garlands. I don't know if I want to use that one this morning though. Because it's cheaper. So if you wait, thank you, Jennifer. If you wait till garlands are on sale at Hobby Lobby, get them half off. So you can get a $60 garland. Yes, it is the little craft iron. It's a travel iron, which is the exact same thing they have in the craft department. But you can get a $60 garland for 30 bucks. It is like a no-brainer because, you know, picks are really expensive. There we go. Oh, Lord, we're not going to get done. But I will finish it after work or tomorrow morning. But I do like my little craft iron. It helps. I use it like when I iron out a napkin that I want to decoupage. I don't know if I want those little, oh, they got little glitter on them. My problem is I like to talk too much. Don't we all? Thank you, Tony. I'm just trying to slide this off. And I always get out too many supplies. But I want to make sure I have enough because sometimes some of my supplies are in the next room. And while I may jump off camera here in the room, I don't want to jump off camera and run to the other room. That one's wonky. But yeah, Charlotte, you and I aren't that far apart. You know, like me in Texas. I think we're 4 to 6 hours apart. Oh, doggone it. Oh, it's got a little knobby thing there. Yeah, so that's my problem. I dabble in a lot of different crafts, and thus you have to have so many different supplies. So we're going to cheat here. I don't even know if this will staple this. Oh, no. It's too thick. So let's see here. Bring it up, bring it up. Sorry for the loud noise. Yes, very much so, Cheryl. It's the smarter way to go. And then you add in other things. I made a whole wreath, a fall wreath, with just a garland. I had a grapevine, and I think I added just some little pumpkins in there, and that was it. It was fantastic. A lot of times there's picks that are made just like into a garland. And you can actually make a garland out of picks, but that's kind of backwards way. So I'm just holding this down real quick. I was going to make a bow. Guys, this is what happens when you like to talk. Normally I staple this down, but the wiring, because this is a garland, is just so thick. I actually need, oh, they're out in the shed, those U-shaped, horseshoe-shaped nails. And this is a rechargeable one. I've gone through, I don't know, 3 or 4 hand ones, but that's an automatic one, and I like it. So here's what we got so far. So let's see how fast we can make a little bow. Charlotte, I made my first hand bow that was actually decent last week. And I'm like, woohoo! But I am a bow maker bow person. I just can't. It hurts my hands. Of course, Katie says I grab it too hard. So we're just going to make a little bow here. So maybe 5 inches. I have some glitter ribbon. Yay. Oh, I know. This one of my private girls in my private, or one of my girls in the private group bought it for me. Because I said, because I have the older one. Actually, I have 7 of those. It is a lot of work, Tony. And I'm just like, I have so much arthritis in my hands because I can't crochet anymore or knit or anything like that. Run, 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 run. I have a little box that I keep behind me for all my little parts and pieces. And then when I get time, I sort it out. 2.5 gallon bags from Dollar Tree. I mean, they sell them at Walmart and all that, the Hefty brand. But I have one here. So all my little parts and pieces go in these bags, and then I put a binder clip on top, and I hang it from a hanger in my closet here. It's where I keep all my florals, some picks. Good afternoon, Tanya. It's good morning here. And then this is like one of my all-time favorite. Oh, I know, Mary. I hear you. So this is like a see-through glitter ribbon. I love it. My husband does not. Everywhere. I know. I'm just going to put one loop of each of those on here. Get a zip tie. I could probably use just a pipe cleaner for that one because it's not real thick. It is so frustrating. Now, when my hands get cold is when I really have problems. I now know what my grandma went through. I think she had RA, though, the way her hands were. So this is how I make a bigger bow, too. I think a pipe cleaner just makes those loops pop up because you can get it so much tighter. But I could have just used run my room. I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Right? My husband has conceded. He's just like, I have totes in the dining room. He's like, as long as I got a path to the kitchen and to my bedroom, I don't care. He doesn't even sit in the living room anymore. Right now it is covered with wreaths that I have to go through. Shut up, Jeanette. Gotta get moving. You only got a couple minutes. So I'm not sure who's up after me, but please, if you're not part of Craft Around the Clock, make sure that you go in. It is free to join. There is 24/7 creators, whether it's live, because we're live from depending on your time frame, 6 in the morning to very late at night. Oh, I turned it off. And then you can watch the replays. Oh, I missed. Got my phone going off over here. So I will finish this. I don't have a lot to finish. I do have some. I'll put this up here and show you. I was going to put some beads on a wire, change out the wire. But here I got to hold, oh, ouch, hot glue. But you get the gist of the idea. I'll get those ribbon tails out of the way. But go up and see the next crafter. You have all day until late tonight. Thank you, Milan. You guys have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.